Hello friends, I'm Himanshu Jain. I'm one of the co-founders of the Wall Street School. We are an approved training partner of GARP and we have trained hundreds of students for both the levels of FRM. Now we get a lot of queries from the students asking us about our training methodology, the course curriculum, the fee structure that we have, the credentials of the faculty and our past results. So we decided to make a video answering all your doubts. So in this video, we are going to cover all of them. And if you feel that there are still some more pending queries that you might have, just feel free to reach us and we'll try to address them, or you can put that in the comment section below. So let's get started.
Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope all of you are fit, fine and safe. In today's video, I'll be talking about the training provided by the Wall Street School for FRM Part 1 as well as for FRM Part 2. So first of all, I'll be telling you in general about FRM course to set the mood for the video. I've already prepared many videos like preparation strategy, how to crack FRM Part 1 and Part 2 in one go, expected salaries and many more videos on FRM before. If in case you are interested in those videos, you can find the link to those videos in the description below. After telling you about FRM course in general, I'll be talking about the faculties who will be training you at the Wall Street School. Then I'll be talking about the structure of course individually for Part 1 as well as for Part 2. Then I'll be talking about duration and mode of delivery, the question banks, that is our USP, and the fee structure. Okay, so let us start. First of all, FRM course in general. So if in case you want to get into the domain of risk management, there is no better course in the entire world than FRM. This course is offered by GARP Institute USA. GARP stands for Global Association of Risk Professionals, and since it is from USA, you can understand it is recognized all over the world. In fact, in many countries, it is considered equivalent to post-graduation, right? FRM is divided into two parts. You'll have to clear Part 1 and Part 2 to get this FRM designation. FRM could be completed with a very minimal fees of 2 lakh rupees, and this 2 lakh rupees includes everything. Includes your coaching fees, registration fees, exam fees, the amount that you have to pay for your books, for your calculator. It includes everything and could be completed very easily in 1.5 years, right? And average expected salary post completion of FRM in India is around 6 to 8 lakh rupees. I've already made a video dedicated on salary part of FRM. If in case you want to watch this video, the link is in the description box below. Okay, now let us talk about the faculties who will be mentoring you at the Wall Street School for FRM Part 1 and Part 2 exams. See, these are not so theoretical exams. So what you need is a guidance from an industry expert. So at the Wall Street School, industry veterans who have worked in BlackRock, HSBC, Citi, PwC have very rich experience of 10 plus years are coming to teach you. So they'll not only be telling you what is written in the books, but they'll also give you hands-on experience of what they have learned over the 10 years. Right? And then there are academicians also, so who are already qualified FRMs and CFA, they will be coming and sharing their knowledge, right? So faculties are really rich in experience and academically they are very, very qualified. Okay, now let us talk about the structure of the course, the way we teach at the Wall Street School, FRM Part 1 as well as FRM Part 2. Before I tell you about the structure of the course, I want to tell you this. This structure is developed after lots of permutation and combination, after doing lots of experiment, and this structure that I'm going to share with you guys have generated the highest amount of result for us, that is the maximum passing percentage, right? So see, a candidate joining FRM Part 1 could be from say science background, commerce, law, arts or any other background. So what we tell them is, first of all, how you should be going through this course. What should be your expectations and what will be your deliverables. Then we start with very practical topics like quantitative finance, regression, time series, derivatives, interest rate futures, portfolio management. And we will not tell you how to mug up a formula. We will tell you the derivation for each and individual formula. We'll help you visualize the formula, and in the process you will automatically memorize the formula, right? We'll tell you the actual applications of the formula, because the faculties are so rich in experience, they can easily tell you what will be the application of particular formula in real life. Once we are done with these practical subjects that involve lots of number crunching, there are some theoretical parts to the course that needs to be addressed to get very good marks in the exam. So we move towards financial institution, understanding risk and risk management. This is more or less theoretical in nature, but it is not taught to you in a way that you have to mug up something. You will listen these things automatically and these things will start making sense to you. And after every topic, there will be quiz available to you. There will be mock test available to you. So for each individual subjects, there will be quizzes, right? More on this in some time, but there will be case studies, mock test and quiz available at the portal so that you can check whether you are able to grasp the topic taught to you properly or not. Okay. And FRM part 2 is different ball game, right? So there is lots of theoretical knowledge that you have to grasp and start applying it in real life. So what we do is, because the way you study for FRM part 2 changes a bit, so we give you an orientation. We start with the books that will generate the maximum ROI, that is minimum time investment and maximum marks coverage in the exam. So we start with market risk and credit risk. Then we move towards risk management and investment management. And towards the end, we discuss liquidity and operational risk. This involves lots of theory and this involves somewhat practical and balance of practical and theory. Okay, so this is how we teach in class. After each individual subject, you have subject wise test available. I'll be talking about it in some time, but once you are done with all these subjects, then you have to appear for quiz so that you can analyze whether you are lacking in some subject or not. Okay, now let us move ahead and talk about the duration and delivery of the course. We understand this. Many candidates who are buying these courses from us could be working professionals. So our responsibility is to give them enough knowledge, enough content so that they can clear the exams, to help them to grasp practical side of things and not to make course very bulky. So this is what we have exactly done. So how long will it take you to complete the course? FRM Part 1 curriculum is lesser in comparison to FRM Part 2 curriculum. So for completing FRM Part 1 curriculum, you are provided with 100 hours of videos, right? So these 100 hours of videos doesn't necessarily mean you will take 100 hours to complete them. Many videos are like you have to watch many videos twice or thrice so that you can develop the complete understanding of the topic. So approximately what we have noticed is approximately 120 to 130 hours are required at the candidate's end to grasp the entire understanding. This is not effectively your study hours. This is effectively how much time that you have to put in to grasp the knowledge. Then there is practice, there is reading at your end that you have to manage, right? These videos are provided to you through Wall Street School app, available on Play Store as well as App Store. There are weekly doubt sessions, and if during the week, if you have some doubts, what you can do is you can schedule a call with the faculty or can WhatsApp that faculty and that faculty will revert to you in some time. For FRM Part 2, because the curriculum size is more and more in-depth knowledge is required, the duration is approximately 150 hours. Whatever facilities are provided for FRM Part 1, the same facilities are provided for FRM Part 2, that is weekly doubt session, connecting with faculty over phone call or WhatsApp. This 150 hours is the video provided to you guys from our side, but that doesn't mean you have to study only for 150 hours, right? This is only the video content. Maybe you'll have to spend around 200 hours to grasp everything. This 150 or 200 hours doesn't mean you have to study only for 150 or 200 hours. This is simply the time required to watch the content that is provided to you and develop the understanding. After this, reading at your end is required, solving questions at your end is required. We will never spoon feed you. We will tell you whatever is there in the curriculum, how it is applied in real life. We'll share many information with you, but we will never spoon feed you. Reading at your end is always required. Solving questions you have to do, right? No faculty is going to spoon feed you at the Wall Street School. Now, moving ahead, let's talk about the question bank. And this is our USP. What we have done is we have created for FRM Part 1 as well as for FRM Part 2, 500 new questions from ground zero, chapter wise. In any other online resource, what you are given with is a subject wise individual question bank, right? But what we have done is for each individual reading that we teach you, there will be set of questions available to you in the form of quiz. So what you have to do is go read, like watch the video for that chapter, read it from the books and solve questions. If you are scoring good, well and good. Otherwise you have to rewatch the video or reread the chapter and again come to the questions that you are not able to approach correctly, right? So FRM part 1, 500 plus questions chapter wise along with the mock test, and for FRM part 2 also chapter wise 500 plus questions along with the mock test. And these are not copied questions, these questions are built from ground zero. That is, we have created these questions. The difficulty level of these questions are exactly matching the exam standards. They are not very difficult like some other online resource, nor they are too easy like some other online resource. The difficulty level exactly matches the exam, right? With that being said, let's talk about the fees. So fees really depends upon the attempt that you are targeting, whether you want support for next 6 months or next 1 year or next 9 months. So the attempt that you are targeting, fee structure really depends upon that for FRM part 1 as well as for FRM part 2. If you want to know the current fees for the attempt that you are targeting, you can find the link for that in the description box below. You can visit thewallstreetschool.com and the fees will be available to you. It really depends upon the attempt that you are targeting, whether for part 1 or for part 2, right? With that being said, this is it for this video. Thank you for watching this video. If in case you have any queries or comments related to FRM training provided at the Wall Street School, please reach us at thewallstreetschool.com or in the comment section below. Thank you.